The sun was low in the Washington sky as Representative August Pfluger strode into the cavernous hearing room of the House Financial Services Committee. His eyes were bright, his jaw set. In his hand he carried a proposal, one he believed would change more than just the face of a coin. A few months earlier, the nation had been shaken by the assassination of Charley Kirk while he spoke at a campus event in Utah. The shock rippled across political fault lines. In a rare moment of unity, the House passed a bipartisan resolution condemning political violence and honoring Kirk's life. But for some Republicans, a resolution was not enough. Pfluger, along with Representative Abe Hamadeh, prepared a bill that would push the tribute further. Kirk's likeness on a limited edition U.S. silver dollar. Whispers ran through Washington. Why place the image of a figure so recent and so polarizing on legal tender? But Pfluger pressed forward. When he stood to speak, the committee room grew silent. Since 1892, Congress has authorized commemorative coins to celebrate and honor historic American patriots, he began. This proposal will allow the Treasury to mint 400,000 silver dollars bearing the likeness of Charley Kirk, with the words, "Well done, good and faithful servant." The details were meticulous. The coin would be legal tender. It would carry Kirk's full name, Charles James Kirk, the year 2026, the motto of the nation, and a design selected by the Treasury Secretary in consultation with the President. If the measure passed, Kirk would become the youngest American ever memorialized on U.S. currency. Not everyone was convinced. Critics shifted uneasily in their seats. Some argued that honoring a recent figure risked politicizing a tradition meant to stand above ideology. Others worried it would open the door for future partisanship in the nation's money. A few questioned whether the move could even be considered constitutional, citing the 1866 law forbidding living figures on currency, though Kirk was no longer alive and Congress could override the rule. Still, the symbolism was undeniable. Supporters called it a bold act of remembrance. Opponents warned it was turning money into politics. Months of hearings followed. Testimonies were emotional. Historians cautioned against hasty canonization. Activists pleaded that Kirk's legacy deserved permanence. Citizens sent in letters debating what America's money should represent. When the final vote reached the House floor, tension was sharp enough to cut. The roll call echoed through the chamber as members rose one by one. Some Republicans hesitated but gave their support. Democrats largely resisted, arguing the gesture was too partisan. At last, the tally was read. The bill had passed, narrowly but decisively. By autumn, the U.S. Mint announced production of 400,000 silver dollars. The coin's design showed Kirk's face in profile, eyes set toward the horizon, jaw firm. On the reverse, a laurel wreath encircled the words, "Well done, good and faithful servant," along with his full name. The announcement set off a frenzy. Collectors lined up for reservations. Commentators sparred on television. Some framed the coin under glass. Others traded it like a relic. Years rolled by. The Kirk dollar became more than currency. It became a story, whispered and debated in classrooms, coffee shops, and campaign rallies. To some it was a bold tribute to a fallen activist. To others it was a symbol of how politics had seeped into every corner of national life. But whatever side people took, the coin remained. In wallets and safe boxes, in dusty catalogs and polished displays, it carried weight far beyond its silver. And when people held it, they remembered not just the man, but the choice of a Congress that decided memory itself could be minted into metal.